fighting got very bad. When I left Syria to come here, I only had $50. I was almost out of money when I got here. I met a man on the street who took me home and gave me food and a place to stay. But I felt so ashamed to be in his home that I spent 11 hours a day looking for jobs, and I only came back to sleep. I finally found a job at a hotel. They worked me 12 hours a day for 7 days a week. They gave me $400 a month. Now I found a new hotel that is much better. I work 12 hours per day for $600 a month, and I get 1 day off. In all my free hours, I work at school as an English teacher. I work 18 hours per day every day. I have not spent any of it. I have not bought even a single t-shirt. I've saved 13,000 euros, which is how much I need to buy fake papers. There is a man I know who can get me to Europe for 13,000. I'm leaving next week. I'm going once more to Syria to say goodbye to my family, and I'm going to leave all this behind. I'm going to try to forget it all, and now I'm going to finish my education. We are going to a place called Clearwater, Florida. I don't know a lot about it. I saw Florida on the television. It looks like it's close to the sea. It has a lot of plants. My dad says the people are friendly, and there are a lot of friendly kids there. I really hope we can have a small farm and a horse when we get there, because my grandmother really loves animals. I'd like it to be a square farm with lots of flowers and rabbits. I also hope there is a good tree in Florida, because I'd like to build a tree house where we can have some adventures. I had to leave the home that I'd spent 30 years building. One day I had to close the doors, turn the key, and leave everything behind. I'm 72. No one wants to leave home at my age, but I left because I have 6 sons, and I knew one day the soldiers would come for them. My sons were political. They wanted nothing to do with killing, but that didn't matter. Good people and bad people were being treated the same way. I watched soldiers take away my neighbors' sons with my own eyes. They were good boys. Because I'm a refugee, my life is on pause. My studies have stopped. I'm not working. I don't have a career. Because I'm Syrian, I'm not allowed to participate in society. It's been years of doing nothing. I used to be a cheerful person. I was always invited to parties. Now I like to be alone. I've become more nervous and aggressive. I yell over silly things. I just want my life to start again. I learned last Thursday that I'm going to a state called North Carolina. I'm very nervous. I know nothing about it. More than anything, I want to finish my education. But mostly, I just hope whatever is waiting for me there is better than what I've gone through. After I told my father that I'd made it to Europe, I wanted nothing more than to turn that lie into the truth. I found a smuggler and told him my story. He acted like he cared very much and wanted to help me. He told me that for 1,000 euros he could get me to the Greek island. He said, "I'm not like other smugglers. I fear God. I have my own children. Nothing bad will happen to you." I trusted this man. One night he called me and told me to meet him at the garage. He put me in the back of a van with 20 other people. There were tanks of gasoline back there, and we couldn't breathe. People started to scream and vomit. The smugglers pulled out a gun, pointed it at us, and said, "If you don't shut up, I'll kill you." He took us to the beach, and while we prepared the boat, his partner kept the gun pointed at us. The boat was made of plastic and was only 3 meters long. When we got onto it, everyone panicked, and the boat started to sink. 13 people were too scared to go, and the smuggler said if we changed our mind, he would keep the money. So 7 of us decided to go ahead. The smuggler told us that he would guide us to the island, but after a few hundred meters, he jumped off the boat and swam to shore. He told us to keep going straight. The waves got higher and higher, and water came into the boat. It was completely black. We could see no land, no lights, only ocean. Then after 30 minutes, the motor stopped. I knew we would all die. We've been waiting for 2 years now. We've been through all our interviews. Last week, this letter came and said that we'd been deferred. I'm not sure what that means. We were very truthful about everything. We have nothing left in Syria. I want to continue working as a doctor in America. Here my hands are tied. Refugees are not allowed to work. I don't have papers. I can't communicate with anyone. I worked my entire life to become a doctor. I did nothing but study for 6 years. I didn't even have a hobby. Now I'm doing nothing. I'm losing hope. I've started to wonder if it would have been better for us to go the illegal way across the sea.